niggas tryna get it, yeah bitch. Yeah bitch. Hit that house, they tell me is you with it, yeah bitch. Yeah bitch.
Yo, what is up, you guys? This is D Black Boy, aka Black Boy, aka I'm that nigga. And we are here with some Battlefield 4 PS4 gameplay once again. Sorry if I sound kind of tired or there's a different tone to my voice. I don't know, but if I sound different, it's just because I woke up like 30 minutes ago. So, I wanted to post this video up as early as possible. That's why I'm doing a commentary right now. So we got PS4 gameplay here. Dawnbreaker, playing the game mode Rush. Dawnbreaker is the name of this map. And before I get this topic started, yo, I just wanted to point out this map is one of my favorite maps in this game, just because it's big, it looks cool, the colors are on point. It's like fun to play on because you're playing in a city. It's like it's a lot of excitement in this map, and it's like it's crazy. It's like intense, like crazy, and it's just a fun map to play on. It's just beautiful. It's cool how like snipers can chill all the way in the top of the buildings and snipe you. You don't even know what's going on. It's a lot you can do on this map. So, and it's fun to play on. So, it's one of my favorite maps to play on. I have other favorite maps I like to play on, but I'll tell you about those when I post those gameplays. So, a topic I wanted to talk about, and I find it pretty interesting. And my topic is, are video games getting worse? And what I mean by that, are video games... I'm not saying video games are bad right now. I'm saying, are they getting worse than before? Because what I mean by before, I'm talking about like the Nintendo 64 days, like the GameCube days. You got PS2 days, PlayStation days. You got Xbox, the first one. Like, I'm talking about back then. And you know, are they worse than like the games PS4, Xbox One? And you guys are probably thinking like, oh no, the next gen are definitely better than the PS2 and all that because it's newer and it's better graphics. That is not true at all, yo. I think games are getting worse but for a different reason. And let me explain. Now, I think they're getting worse from like where, you know, when you first get a video game, it's like supposed to be fun because it's a new environment and you're not used to it, and it's just like you can keep playing it and playing it. But I feel like in today's age, when we get a video game, it's usually for YouTube. One, that's the reason why they buy it, for YouTube. Or two, if you don't do YouTube, you buy it because you think it's going to be fun. And then when you beat the game, or when you're playing a multiplayer game, you get bored in like less than a month. And I think people experience that, especially for Call of Duty. I mean, that's like mostly Call of Duty, but I see that in other games too. Like, we don't go to the store anymore. You don't go to the store anymore like GameStop or EB Games. I don't know what you have over there, even though they're the same basically. But you don't just go to GameStop and be like, you don't pick out games like, ooh, this game looks fun, let me pick it up and play it and have fun. Not anymore. I don't see that. Like, I don't see that much. I see you look at YouTube videos, you look at reviews, and you see you want to get the game, get the most popular game, and that's it. I remember back when I was a kid, when I had like PS2 and stuff, I would go to the store, I would want to go to GameStop and not know what I want to buy. I would go to GameStop and see, I just look at different games, and if a game looked interesting from like the cover and the back cover, I would get it. You know, I would never have a video game I would want unless it, you know, like it feels like Madden or, you know, a basketball game. But like all those random games I got, I didn't search on Google. I went to the store and I picked it out. And I was like, ooh, I want to get this game. Okay, I'm gonna try it. And it was fun. I don't know. I was enjoying it. Maybe because I was a kid and I didn't really like judge a game back then. But for the most part, I was having fun. And you don't see people do that anymore. And that's what I mean by games getting worse. It's getting less fun, and it's just becoming more of a money system. It's just the companies, they want to make more and more money. They want to find more ways to get money, not focusing on actually making the game fun, just focusing on the graphics and how can they make more and more money. How, like, DLCs, you never had that back then. DLCs, downloadable content, we never had that. Like, they just find ways to get money. You got 2K and they're doing that VC stuff, and you can buy VC with real money. That's how 2K get their money. I mean, and people buy it because they want VC. They want to get their mod team better. They want to get their mod player better. So there's a lot of stuff, yo, and you see it in a lot of games now where, like, you have to download like a map pack, and that costs money, and you might have to, like, you might want to get an add-on to a game, which I found is cool, but they always find different ways to get money. They focus less on making the game fun, and they just worry about graphics and making more money. Now, don't get me wrong, graphics are a big key in video games, because when you turn on your system and you put that game in and you see, like, the graphics for the first time, it's like, oh, dang, like, those graphics are nice, and you just get hooked, and you don't even worry about the gameplay. You don't even worry about how good the game can be or how good the game is, and you're, like, just so focused on the game. But I mean, when you start playing it more and you start, getting used to the game, it's like, it's not that fun. Like, you already got used to the graphics. Like, you know how good the graphics are, but it's just not that fun anymore. And I feel like just games are getting worse and worse just for, like, just having fun. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't enjoy games like that anymore. To be honest, guys, if I didn't do YouTube, I probably wouldn't be playing games as much. Now, don't get me wrong, I love playing video games, I love video games. I really do. But if I didn't do YouTube, I would still get Battlefield and I would still play 2K, but I wouldn't be playing 2K as much. You know what I mean? Like, 2K is a beast game, especially on next gen. But I wouldn't be playing as much. And some people are forced to play games they don't want to play just because they get this amount of views and, blah, 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 blah. That's another topic. But I do think graphics are important, definitely. I really don't mind the DLCs because it does add more to the game, and I don't mind add-ons because it do add more to the game. I just wish, like, developers, they didn't really focus on graphics and how to make the most money. I wish it was competition. You know what I mean? I wish there was competition. If there was more competition in video games, there would be a lot better video games out here. You got 2K, good example. 2K, who's the competition? NBA Live? Are you kidding me? They suck. NBA Live sucks now. I think it was like I think it was like 2010 or 11. I'm not sure. They was selling the game. NBA Live was selling the game in stores, but the game wasn't getting any sales, any business. They had to take it down. They had to not release it anymore. Why? Because it's no competition. The game was straight up terrible. NBA Live is terrible right now. 2K has no competition. Madden is like the only serious only serious football game out there right now. 2K used to make football games, not anymore. So Madden has no competition, and Madden has never been like a terrible game. It's never really got worse. It got worse in some years, but for the most part, it's been a fun game and a good game. And you got Call of Duty, and you see all these companies trying to compete with Call of Duty. They just can't do it right now. Battlefield's the closest thing to it so far. We're going to see how Titanfall does, but right now Call of Duty really had no competition, and that's why Call of Duty, they were allowed to just do whatever the fudge they wanted. And at first they were ran by 2 companies, now they're running by 3 companies. So really, all these companies, they have 3 years to make this game good. There's no excuse for Call of Duty, to just be bad anymore. Just no excuse, yo. No excuse. And Call of Duty has gotten worse and worse and worse. Okay, it's gotten pretty bad. But you know, I mean, that's my topic. Like, tell me in the comments below, guys. Like, seriously, do you guys think video games are getting worse and worse? Now, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not saying like, oh, I'm not like having fun. I'm saying I'm having less fun than I used to have, you know, back in the day. I can go on and on, but this video is about to end. Like, I feel like back then I can just put my game in, play for hours and hours, like every day, and just keep having fun. But you know what? I might talk about this more later. We can have some debates in the comments below. Tell me what you guys think of this topic. Tell me what you guys think of, like, are video games getting worse and worse in today's age? You know, I love the graphics. I love, you know, the add-ons you can add to the games now, but it's become too much of like money. Like, how can I make the most money? So thanks for watching, guys, and I'm out. Peace.